Howdy folks, last week I made Mai Tais, which meant I had to make Orgeat, so that means I've got Orgeat sitting in my fridge. So this week we've got 3 Orgeat drinks to help you use up that Orgeat before it gets moldy. Let's go! Okay, I got 3 solid Orgeat drinks for you this week. I am assuming you have Orgeat because you made Orgeat last week, just like I did, to make some Mai Tais. I used the very simplest method to make my Orgeat this time. You can go back and watch that video if you're curious how to make it. Now, Orgeat is a famous tiki ingredient, but these 3 drinks are going to use no rum whatsoever. No rum whatsoever. Let's get straight into it. Drink 1 is the Japanese cocktail. The Japanese cocktail is a classic consisting of Cognac, Orgeat, and Angostura. Now I'm gonna make mine a little differently. I discovered a while back when I made pistachio Orgeat that these go great with Aquavit. So I'm gonna split the base, Cognac and Aquavit. Let's mix it up. All right, we did it. We made drink 1. It is the Japanese cocktail. I sometimes call it the Swedish Japanese because of the Aquavit insert. And by the way, have you ever had a lot of trouble getting your Garnish to float in your drink? I had that today, but it's fine. We're gonna drink it. It's gonna be good. Cognac and Aquavit, they go great together. They combine really nicely. The nuttiness of the Orgeat. With just Cognac, I find this drink to be a little dull. Nice, but a little dull. I have also tried it with just Aquavit, and it's a little over the top. Aquavit can be a bit intense, but splitting it, Aquavit Cognac, no notes. Love it. This is a great boozy option. That it's not super complicated, but it's interesting. It's a little different. I like this drink. Okay, moving on. Drink 2 is a tiki drink that famously is not a rum drink. It is a drink called the Saturn. It is normally gin, lemon, Orgeat, Falernum, and passion fruit puree. I know some recipes will call for passion fruit syrup and then you would lower the amount of Orgeat. I don't have either of those, so I'm gonna use passion fruit liqueur, and I'll probably up the Orgeat just a little bit, maybe do like a fat half instead of a half. But also, I am not gonna use gin. I made this the other night for my friend who for some reason hates gin, but if I'm preparing to make gin drinks, I'll just substitute mezcal in his because he prefers that. And it turns out you can pretty much substitute mezcal for gin in just about any gin drink. I've yet to find a gin drink where you can't put mezcal in it instead. The point is, we tried this the other night and it's really delicious with mezcal, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's mix it up. All right, we did it. Super fun. A tiki drink. Now, I did not do the best job on this garnish, but you get the idea. It's supposed to be like a ring, the ring around Saturn. I'm doing my best. Let's give it a taste. Now that is delicious. It's tiki, but it isn't your sort of classical tiki flavors, obviously. I've made this before with gin, and I really like the Mezcal better. It stands up to the Falernum and the passion fruit liqueur a lot better. Those are two pretty strong, pretty powerful flavors, and you need something to sort of balance it out. I will admit that the Orgeat gets a little lost in this sort of battle of the titans, but overall it is a really delicious, really good drink. Now apparently, according to Steve, the bartender, this was originally supposed to be like a frozen drink in a blender. I'm not doing that. He likes to do his in one of those little tiki blender, milkshake blender things. I don't have that, so I just shook it the normal way. You can do whatever you like, because there's no rules to your home bar. Now, onwards. Drink 3 is a drink that I'm sure you've heard of. It is very famous because it's so weird. It's also a drink I almost never make, but I should because it's delicious. It's the Trinidad Sour. Now, Trinidad Sour is a weird drink because it uses 1.5 ounces of Angostura Bitters as the base spirit. Also contains lemon, orgeat, and a little bit of rye. It sounds kind of weird, but let's mix it up because I know it to be delicious. I mean, just look at this color. I mean, it's so red and it's so murky. I love it. I'm gonna take this garnish off. Let's give it a try. Trinidad Sour. Spicy, cloves and cinnamon and all the things you expect from Angostura Bitters, but surprisingly balanced. Like, not as like bitter and insane as you might think. The lemon, the orgeat, just they really sort of counteract some of the very intensity, like the intensity of the Angostura. It doesn't have that lingering bitterness that you might expect. The rye kind of cleans up the finish. The orgeat kind of just softens everything a little bit, and it uses 1 ounce of orgeat. So if you're trying to use up your orgeat, you could do a lot worse than putting 1 ounce of it in this drink. Although, of course, it does also use 1.5 ounces of bitters, which, you know, that's a lot of bitters. But you know what? I don't mind, because this is super fun. I wonder if you could do something similar with Peychaud's or something like that. I should do some research. There's got to be some more majority bitters drinks out there. If you know any, put them down in the comments. Okay, hopefully this helps you use up some of that orgeat that's in your fridge. If those don't appeal to you, there's always other drinks you can look up, like the Army Navy, Cameron's Kick, the Raincoat, Harvest Moon is a good one, or just make more Mai Tais. Everybody loves a Mai Tai. Okay, hopefully that was entertaining and or informative. Put any comments or questions down below. And in the meantime, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.